Hi there everyone, my name is Gaz, or if you want to be formal, Gareth, and this is my second instalment on coping with depression. Um, I'll be talking about coping techniques and how you lot have helped me out since the first video. Um, just to give you an idea of what happened last week, I think I've progressed. I seem to be a lot happier. Well, not a lot happier, but happier. Um, Even though things haven't been going too well um, in and around my life, I'm coping with it, which is good. Um, it's absolutely fantastic, really. Um, my cat broke my TV, or our TV, sorry, mine and my girlfriend's, which I'm still not happy about. She's sleeping on my lap at the moment, so I might push her off in a minute. But I could have killed her, to be perfectly honest with you. But every time I look at that face and she gives me those eyes, I can't really give in. So I have to give in because she's just too cute. Yeah, and then other things that I don't really want to get too into, but I've just lost a lot of trust for so many people. So I will end it there. Right, I've been reading the book, a self-help book, and it's called Overcoming Depression. Simple as that, really. It's made by a guy called Paul Gilbert. It's a very, very good read. It's making me understand what I'm going through. Um, I think self-help books sometimes can be a little bit too much when you're going through something like this, but this puts it into context. It's easy to read and it's easy to understand. He puts it in a simplistic term, and let's just face it, I am a little bit simple. But it's a very, very good read. I think uh, the one thing that he's made me realize is that it's depression is a chemical reaction. You've got a chemical imbalance. You've got two positives, and then you've got a negative. So if you think about it as an egg timer, you've got more sand in the negative than in the positive, and it's slowly going down like that. And when that negative is filled, or near enough to the top or the bottom, you're in danger. And that's what's happening to me, and I'm sure if you're going through the same, that is what's happening to you. So it's helping me realise what I'm going through again. So I have just said that, but I'm going to carry on reading that, and I will give you an update on what it's been saying. But I mean, it's not just about depression; it's about stress and the different stages that I'm going through, which is extremely interesting, and it's a really, really good read. I don't read every day because I'm not a reader of books, but it's helping me through, which is good. So that's coping technique number one. Sorry, excuse me. Coping technique number two. Uh, Social media. I have deleted 200 people that I don't want in my life anymore. And believe you and me, it's put a lot of weight off my shoulders, which is absolutely fantastic. It really, really is, and it's when I did it, it made me feel happy. It was like, thank God for that. I don't need to talk to them anymore. I completely let off the shackles. 200 people. Um, it was brilliant. I did that because at the moment, I'm guessing it's part of the illness. I'm going through some major trust issues, and I thought it was right to do that. I want to change my life. I want to change everything about my life, and that was the first step. Um, the next step is to motivate myself to look for other career options, and I think that will help me in the long run. So, coping technique number 3, listening to music. Listen to music when I go outside on my own, or listen to music as I'm doing something around the house. I've been listening to a lot of new music, which I normally do anyway, but I didn't really enjoy it as much as I do now. It's one thing that's coming through now is that I'm enjoying the things that I used to enjoy when I was younger. I realised that maybe my depression didn't start in December. It might have started a long time ago, and I was trying to block it for a number of years, maybe 2 years, maybe 3. Seems to me that that might be the case, and my brain just couldn't take it anymore. Like I said, with the egg timer, it was just slowly going down, and I just couldn't stop it anymore. But anyway, sorry, I digress. I've been listening to a lot of new music. Grimes, they're a good band to listen to at the moment. They're from America, I think. And also the National. I mean, they are new, but I didn't really give them a chance until now, and they are absolutely wonderful. They did a song called Sorrow, which is about the band's drummer who goes through clinical depression. The lead singer wrote it, even though he's not going through it himself, and he says that it's like a relationship you have with your sadness, which is a great way of putting it. The song is called Sorrow, so give it a listen, it's wonderful. I won't explain what the song is about too much, because obviously people like to put their own interpretations to any song that they listen to. But give it a listen. It's a good listen. Also, I've been listening to Electroshock Blues by Eels. The whole album is about his whirlwind life through depression, and yeah, it's a really really personal album about his family, and most of his family died in 1 year. It's such a hard listen, but it makes you realise that you're not the only one going through this. There are other people that have gone through it, people that are in the public eye, that are on TV, that are in music, that have gone through the same. But this album is so good, and it's so personal, and it makes me happier. For some reason it does, because it cleanses my mind a little bit, knowing that, you know, I am not that worse off compared to other people, and you know, I'm not going to go into great detail on the whole album, but give it a listen. It is Electroshock Blues by the Eels. It's a wonderful, wonderful album. Okay, that's. I'm trying to think of more coping techniques. I wouldn't call it a coping technique, but I've been going out with friends a lot recently. I've progressed quite a lot on that, actually, which, you know, it makes me a little bit emotional just thinking about it, because if you asked me 2 weeks ago, can you go out, I would go, fuck no, I can't do that. I'll probably get killed, you know, and it was that bad. It really was that bad, but I'm doing really well on that front. I actually had food with friends, and I had a laugh. It was absolutely fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about that still, and I'm progressing quite well. I still get anxious, don't get me wrong, I still get anxious, but I'm fighting it. I even went shopping with Sheridan, my girlfriend, and even though I was anxious, I said, no, I'm not going home, I need to do this, I need to do it. So I've still got a long way to go on both fronts, depression and the anxiety, but at least I'm getting there. At least I can see that I might be able to get through this, and it makes me quite upset. It makes me feel quite emotional inside. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, it's absolutely it's been a scary ride. It really has. Really has. Right. Sorry about that. I just got a little bit emotional. Um, One more thing that I need to say, or two more things that I need to say. Um, I'd just like to reiterate, thank you so much for all of your lovely comments. Many of you, um, male and female, are going through the same. That has helped me through a lot. Hearing your stories, um, hearing your techniques. Um, I believe that we can all get through this together, and I'm glad you think that I'm an inspiration. But this is not why I'm doing the videos. I'm doing the videos because I wanted to share my mental illness with you, and to make people realize that it's not an attention-seeking thing. To be perfectly honest, the things that you've been saying have inspired me to do things, and that's a big thing. So thank you very much. You are all wonderful people. There is still a minority that are going to be arseholes about this, so I've deleted them. I've deleted them out of my life. Um, I mean, there are people that have gone through this, and there are people that are in the profession. There are people that are learning this at university that have all helped me out. I'm not going to thank you by name because I don't want to embarrass you all, so don't worry. But keep your comments coming in because I love you all for that. So thank you. Right before I go, Sherilyn, my lovely girlfriend, she is my Swiss Army wife. She makes me realise that there is more to life than staying in the house. She is my counsellor. She is my world. She is my rock, and she is my carer, amongst other things. She's beautiful, she's wonderful, and I think she deserves all the plaudits that are coming towards her. So, thank you very much, Sheldon. Right, I am going to let you all go. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all watch my next video blog next week. Thank you, take care.